This is Larry Anares making your day with part 3 of the Philippine history for those who had flunked the subject. Chapter, compared to Spain, the Philippines was heaven on earth. The Spaniards had little to teach the Filipinos about agriculture. Compared to agriculture of Spain, then and now, the Philippines is a land of milk and honey. Far from bleeding the Filipinos, the Spanish administrators in Mexico sent financial aid to the government in Manila during the first 2 centuries of Spanish rule. The key to Spanish greatness lies, paradoxically, in the fact that Spanish colonizers were unquestionably the lousiest administrators in all history. Whether in the wintry banks of the Mississippi or in the frying heat of New Mexico or in the humid gloom of the Philippine rainforests, Spanish priests served their flocks with a simple faith, with none of the cruel exploitation that American cowboys inflicted on the Indians, or the British on the natives of Asian subcontinent, or Dutch or French or Germans on their colonial wars. These magnificent Spaniards who gave ancient Rome its 3 best emperors and produced poets, painters, schools of music and dance, a record the Americans have yet to equal even remotely, understood nothing about machinery and its energies. The Spaniard possessed no inquiring mind. He did not seek truth because he believed he found it in the Catholic Church. As a result, he resisted the advance of science and technology, which was bad enough, but he spurned the child the Industrial Revolution, which was fatal. More about this after these messages. This is Larry Anares making your day with part 3 of Philippine history for those who had flunked the subject. Chapter, compared to Spain, the Philippines was heaven on earth. The Catholic Church conquered the Philippines, not the Spanish crown, which never at its peak, never had the military power to compel subjection. But the Church, in effect, rolled down its blanket, dozed off into sleep of the Middle Ages in the 16th to the 18th centuries, when Europe underwent frightful religious wars of the Reformation, the cruel Inquisition, the ghastly plagues that decimated 1/4 of its population, the abject poverty, ignorance, and involuntary servitude that was the price of the Industrial Revolution. The Philippines was spared. Compared to Mother Spain, the Philippines of the Middle Ages was heaven on earth. A tax was collected, and 40 days of forced labor was exacted from Filipinos during the Spanish times. Today, the Filipino pays 25% of his gross income, an equivalent to 90 days of forced labor. Considering the state of civilization at the time, Europeans would have regarded the Philippine conditions as halcyon and heavenly. Only 40 days of labor per annum when a European, merely to learn a trade, had to indenture himself dawn to dusk servitude for 7 years. Every Filipino family at the time had its own family dwelling, and agriculture and fishing were pursued on a community basis. The European peasant, on the other hand, had to work in cramped quarters under abominable conditions and lived in wretched hovels, affording meager shelter from rain, snow, and wind. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Larry Anares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.